Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is the iPhone SE. It's been out about a year and 2 months at this point. It came out March 31st, 2016, and it's been in use ever since. This is one of my kids' phones, and they use it regularly, and it's been dropped multiple times. It's been in a case the entire time, not necessarily this case, but it's been in a case the whole time. It's gone through 2 glass screen protectors because they've been cracked, but the phone itself has held up really well, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. Now let me take it out of the case, and we'll talk about what Apple did to change this from the iPhone 5 and 5S, and basically offer everyone that doesn't want a larger phone like the 6 or 6S or 6S Plus or 7, whichever phone you wanted to keep the actual smaller physical size, and Apple delivered with a much better phone in this original design. So this phone came in at $399 or $499, 16 or 64 gigabytes. They've recently bumped that up to a larger storage. The minimum is now 32 gigabytes, which is a good thing. And many people were able to get this much cheaper than $399 from their carrier or something like that. Now this particular phone now has the 4-inch display, which we had before. It's 1136 by 640 with 326 pixels per inch, so that's really nice. And it looks good. There's no pixelation, nothing. You can't see the pixels unless you hold this about a couple inches from your eyes. The other thing they did was bump the processor. It's a dual-core 1.84 gigahertz processor. It's Apple's A9 processor. It also has a 6-core GPU in it for graphics, and then it's also got 2 gigabytes of RAM. So it's a pretty fast phone. Aside from that, they've got Touch ID, which we had before. We have Apple Pay, which is nice. We also have a 12 megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture, which is really nice. And then also on top of all that, they bumped up the battery to 1624 milliamp hours. And if we go into settings, you'll see that the battery has been pretty good. Now this was plugged in at 5% battery life. It's normally kept on low power mode a lot. My kids that use it actually keep it on low power mode, and you'll see it had heavy Netflix usage in the last 24 hours. And if I go down here, it was plugged in and then taken off the charger probably once it hit 79%, but it wasn't used at all. So I wanted to show you the actual usage of 7 hours, 44 minutes, 14 hours, 21 minutes of standby. That's pretty impressive usage for such a small device. And many people say this has the best battery life of all the iPhones right now because it has a decent sized battery but a small display to actually drive. So you don't have to worry too much about that as far as the battery life goes. So it's got all of that going for it. And it's got a lot of great things going as far as speed. So speed is really fast. Minecraft opens right up. Let me close it so we can just load it fresh here. We'll open Minecraft. Should be pretty quick. You'll see it came right up. We'll go into the world, and you'll see we're right back in the game. So it's pretty fast overall. It's very fast. In fact, it doesn't really feel any slower than an iPhone 7, for example. If I go into news, you'll see that comes right up. It was open before. Go here. If we want to go into the camera, it opens nice and quick. You'll saw a little bit of frame rate there, but that happens in the newest phones. So if we want to focus here, take a photo, go right into that photo, take a look at it, and it's nice and detailed, and it looks really good. So Apple did a really nice job in packaging a classic design. Now the only thing it lacks compared to the new phones is 3D touch. You don't have that here, so if you push hard on the screen, you just get the icons that you can delete. Now the other thing they did was keep the design, which was really smart. You'll see it's the classic iPhone 5, 5S design all the way around, and they kept the headphone jack, which they should have done to begin with on all the other devices. So it's really good in that sense. So it's fast. We know it works well. It's been durable. It's held up really well. And there is not a whole lot more to say about it other than this is a great little phone. If you're looking for a 4-inch display, I definitely can recommend it. And you can see it's held up really, really well. It's survived all those drops, and it actually feels grippy in your hand. Even if you don't use it with a case, it's got a good amount of grip because it's chamfered and it's squared off. Unlike today's iPhone where it's rounded, it just feels a lot better in the hand, in my opinion. It's a lot less slippery, and it's got all the features you want except for maybe the larger display. So other than that, it's got a lot going for it, and I hope Apple continues to make it. It also comes available in all the different colors of the iPhone 6s except the new product red color. So you've got pink or rose gold here, and that was the new color for this size that kind of sets it apart. So the SE is a great little device that's very durable. In fact, I'd say it's more durable than newer phones. It's a very strong design. It's very rigid and is just overall a great device. It's got a very good camera. It's got good video capability as well. You don't have that stabilization that you might get with everything else, but it's really good, and I think most people will be very pleased with what you've got. You've even got the burst mode here and live photos as well. So that's all built in, but instead of having to 3D touch to get the live photo, you just tap and hold the screen, which is kind of what 3D touch is anyway. So there's not a whole lot more to say about the iPhone SE other than that it's a great phone and definitely worth picking up if you want something of its size. And basically it's going to be supported probably for the next 3 or 4 years if we're going on Apple's current schedule. It's that good. It's plenty fast, and Apple's still using a variant of this processor in many of their products, so it's not an old processor. If you've got an iPhone SE, let us know your thoughts about it in the comments below. And also, if you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, I'll leave a link in the description below. I'll also leave a link to the screen protector and the case that I was using, or some different ideas you can use that have really helped protect this phone and keep it new. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.